And for all those who are catching the replay, hit like, share, and follow. Tonight, I want to clear something up about herbal supplements and medications. All right, let me see. Let me get my comments going. Hi, Fatima. Hi, Glenda. Hi, WTH4. All right, let's get started. Okay. Herbal supplements. First of all, I would like to say that I want to clear something up because I have been talking a lot about medications and dangerous supplements. And I want to make sure that you understand something very important. Okay. I am not anti supplements and I am not blindly pro pharmaceutical either. Hi, Jean. Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining me. I'm Kimmie. Hit like, share, and follow. Thank you for joining me. So I am pro context, and tonight I'm going to explain exactly what I mean by that. Thank you all for joining me. Hit like, share, and follow, and let me know where you're joining me from. So let me start with medications that actually cure, because there is a difference. So if someone develops a bacterial infection like pneumonia, that infection can spread into the bloodstream, okay? And when that happens, sepsis can happen. What sepsis is in layman's terms is when you have a bacteria that is growing inside of your blood. And what happens as a result of that is that it can cause your organs to not function properly because your vessels dilate. That means they open up. So your blood vessels are not getting enough. Your organs are not getting enough blood and they get oxygen from blood, and that's how they stay alive. So it's like a domino effect. Once that sepsis hits in and that cascade starts going, then your kidneys start shutting down, and then your liver enzymes, can go up. So back to when a medication cures. Someone asked me something in these questions. I'm gonna make somebody a moderator in a minute. Lady, help me. I'm thinking myself. Tyler something. Okay. Hi, Kenazal. Hi, everybody. Hit like, share, and follow. I am Dr. Kimmie, and I am talking about when medication cures. So again, if someone develops a bacterial infection, such as pneumonia, that infection can spread into their bloodstream, and the person becomes septic. Sepsis is a life-threatening medical emergency. In that moment, antibiotics are the cure. They kill the bacteria, they stop the infection, and they save the person's life. So in this context, no herbal supplement on earth or beyond acts fast enough or with enough precision to treat sepsis. Not ashwagandha, not licorice root, not kava, nothing. That is not an opinion, that is medicine. Drop a blue heart in the comments if you understand the difference. And hit that like button hit that like button for me. It helps more people find this conversation tonight. Thank you for joining me, everyone. Hit like, share, and follow. And let me know that you are still with me. Okay, I see some blue hearts. Yes. So now let me talk about a completely different category, chronic conditions. I'm going to use high blood pressure as an example. If you have high blood pressure, your medication is likely not curing it. So depending on the cause of the high blood pressure, because it can be genetics, it can be due to some hormones in the kidney that I don't want to go too deep in, that cause your blood pressure to spike. It can be caused by certain changes in the adrenal glands. High blood pressure can be multifactorial. So this is the example that we're using right now. Hit like, share, and follow for me. Thank you. If you have high blood pressure, your medication is likely not curing it. So depending on the cause, your medication, your high blood pressure medication, is controlling it. And here is what that means. Uncontrolled high blood pressure silently damages your organs over time, your heart, your kidneys, and your brain. So the medication does not fix the underlying condition. You still have high blood pressure, but it slows down that damage to those organs, the heart, kidney, and the lung, and it buys your organs more time. So instead of going into heart failure or kidney failure, say in a year or two, when you are on the high blood pressure medication, that extends the timeline significantly. That is not a small thing. That is your life. So certain medications for chronic conditions don't cure the condition. However, it does slow down those in organ effects that can cause you to go into organ failure. Drop a fire emoji in the comments if this is making you see medication differently. And let me know if you have any questions in the chat as well. I'll answer them at the end. Share this live right now because someone you know is thinking about stopping their blood pressure medication because of something that they saw on TikTok. We all love TikTok, but I'm not gonna get off into my TikTok. I'm not gonna go on a soapbox right now. So now here is where I want to be very clear. Medicine is never practiced in a vacuum. I always say that. Context matters every single time in medicine. If you are a healthy person with no diagnosed conditions or no prescription medications, and you want to use herbal supplements, that conversation is worth having with your physician. Because in that specific context, with proper guidance and awareness of potential interactions, some supplements may be reasonable for you. Okay. So the problem is not supplements in and of themselves. The problem is supplements without context, without knowing your health history. Okay. Without knowing your medications and are there any interactions with your medications, and importantly, without knowing your labs. That is where a lot of people end up in the ICU. Drop a check mark in the comments if you are going to bring your full supplement list to your next physician appointment, which I strongly suggest. And hit that follow button for me right now. So what I want to explain the importance of labs before you start any medication or supplement. What happens when you get your blood drawn and you get your labs back? It is going to tell you and your physician where your organ function is at that time. So it will tell you if it will show some signs of inflammation or if everything is normal and you have the go to go ahead and try the supplements. And it provides a snapshot of your organ function at that time. So should you develop an interaction or an adverse effect from a medication or a supplement later on, there is data to compare it to. And that is vital information because it provides what? Context. And medicine is always practiced in proper context. So hit that follow button. Hit that follow button for me. I am here every single day giving you real information in real time. Hello, everybody. All of those who are catching the replay, please hit like, share, and follow. And let me say something that I really want you to hear. I am not here to tell you that all medications are good and all supplements are bad. That would be totally dishonest. I am here to tell you that your health decisions deserve context, real context from someone who knows your history, who knows your labs, who knows your medication, who knows your body, and not from TikTok, not from an influencer, not from a supplement company. Okay? They do not have your best interest in mind. And you also are not blindly following the pharmaceutical industry whose financial interests do not always align with yours either. So what I am telling you is you should be in the care of a real physician who has no financial interest in what you buy or what supplements you take or what medications you take. That is exactly what I am. Share this live with one person right now, just one, and give me a blue heart in the chat. Thank you so much. Everybody hit like, share, and follow. So before we wrap up, I want to hear from you. Let those comments start rolling. Has a doctor ever explained the difference between a medication that cures and one that controls your condition? let me know. Drop your experience in the comments. I do read every single one, even if you are catching the replay. And to Kanazo, if you could say your comment again for me, I'll try to make sense of it so I can answer your question, if that was a question. All right, I am wrapping up, y'all. I am wrapping up. So I want to leave you with this. Medicine is always, always, always practiced in context, not in a vacuum. Your health decisions deserve that same context every single time. Before you go, do these 3 things for me right now. 1, hit that follow button. Number 2, share this live with one person right now. And 3, visit KimmieLifeWorks.com and book your session today. Because if this isn't how life works for every patient who deserves real answers from a real physician, we've got work to do. I'm Kimmie. Thank you for joining me, everybody. Thank you for being here. Hit like, share, and follow. And if you have any questions or comments, put them in the chat and I will answer them. If you're watching the replay and you have questions or comments, put them in the chat as well because I do respond. Thank you all for being here. I'm Kimmie, and if this isn't how life works for every person who deserves to be under the care of a real physician with real information in the proper context, we've got work to do. Hit follow so you don't miss what's next. Bye, everybody.